Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're gonna knock out another no item run for Extreme Super Battle Road. Today we're gonna do Extreme AGL. So, Extreme AGL, quite honestly, is a stage that really shouldn't be that tough to no item compared to something like Super AGL, right? Whereas like Super AGL just doesn't really have great options defensively. Extreme AGL does, right? Like Golden Frieza, you know, what, 90% damage reduction when HP is above 40%? Like, that's gonna cut it. Like, we're not gonna take damage, you know. Vegeta and Nappa have a 100%, like, their active skill in turn 3, 100% dodging. You know, Vegeta and Nappa are an exchange healing unit. Super 17, as you guys are going to see, is just a dominant beast of a monster, especially if Rildo is near him. A rotation with Super 17 and Rildo is just so powerful. And then that's another thing. Comparing Pan to Rildo, Rildo shits on Pan 500 different ways, right? Like, Pan just gives that 2-turn attack buff. Rildo greatly raises attack and defense on super attack, and he seals, making Rildo, honestly, like, maybe the second best 50% support. Rildo also is the MVP here. Y'all will see why later on. So this run, again, really should not have been that bad, but I had unbelievable, horrible luck going through. Honestly, I guess it makes up for how crazy good luck my luck was for Super Physical, right? Like, literally, when I was trying the no-item runs, my first time making it to the last stage, I beat it one try, which that's good, because Super Physical, I think, was going to be harder than Extreme AGL. There are things like, you know, not all of these units are, like, completely link leveled, right? Like, I should point that out. Like, Baby, for example, right, is a Big Bad Bosses unit, but my Baby only has level 8 Big Bad Bosses. And what I'm going to start doing with these no-item runs is immediately after I beat it, I'll show the team, and so you guys will see, like, the equips the units have, what link levels they are, all that shit, right? You guys will be able to see it. My builds for them, all that stuff. Again, my Baby is only at Big Bad Bosses level 8. Now, we don't have it active here because there's no other units with Big Bad Bosses. Actually, the only other unit on the team that has Big Bad Bosses is 13, huh? 13 and Baby are the two that have it. AGL Metal Cooler is definitely another option we could have ran here. And the only problem with the AGL Metal Cooler is Key is an issue for him. Like, really bad for Metal Cooler. So, I mean, I guess I could have ran Golden Frieza and Metal Cooler as a rotation, right? Because they'll share strongest clan in space. But, like, am I going to push Super 17 off rotation for Metal Cooler? Hell no. Another reason this took me so long, right? I mean, it's just me complaining about the friend system. I mean, trying to do no-item run attempts, like, the reason most of the time I really can't be bothered to really go after no-item runs and shit is because of the stupid, like, friend system, right? Like, Super 17, the runs with a friend fully easy 8 Super 17 are, like, so easy, right? Like, it's like I always make it to, like, the 3rd or 4th fight, and then I just have, like, insane bad luck, right? By the way, if you notice, Frieza has his passive. I am choosing to put Super 17 in the way and hoping he will get super attacked so that we will get the heal with the exchange Vegeta and Nappa next turn. That was the point to this, right? Because, again, I want to, like, at this point I was getting super frustrated too, because this was, again, like a full day of trying. We got lucky and Tora did super attack right there, pushing us below the threshold, so now Vegeta and Nappa will exchange next turn. And we will go ahead and get the 50% heal. Again, Vegeta and Nappa are tremendous. We got, dude, if 13 would have double supered right there, that's an L. I had so many runs lose because, like, Baby went Great Ape and killed the enemy too fast, or he went Great Ape and killed the enemy on, like, the same turn Vegeta and Nappa would have exchanged, and, like, that ended things. Like, the amount of insane bad luck I had while going through this, again, it's so crazy. So Vegeta comes out. Vegeta, quite honestly, is not like, it's not like, oh, it's over, Vegeta's out. Like, he's super good, but it's the heal is the main thing with him, right? Like, I mean, he's stronger than Nappa. He's not an AoE like Nappa is, but he has better defense than Nappa, which is probably more important. But, like, again, like, him super attacking and doing damage and shit like that's not what's important. It's him healing and transforming. It's like LR Oob, right? The reason LR Oob is going to be so good when he transforms and heals, it's a W, massive W, right? Very awesome. So we do actually get to see Vegeta super attack. That's good, because again, Vegeta it's not common that I use LR Vegeta and Nappa a lot, but it's not common that Vegeta, the exchange mechanic, happens, because it's stupid. It should have been just under 50% HP, but no turn restriction. I mean, that would have made the unit way better, but I mean, they're a summonable LR. I think it would be okay. I do also want to mention that my Vegeta and Nappa are full level 10 links across the board. So, I mean, that obviously is important for both Vegeta and Nappa, right? I don't think we get another Vegeta exchange, so I think that was the only time. The other thing, too, like, again, with Extreme Super Battle Road especially, it's just so much harder than Category Super Battle Road. Like, it's just not even close. Again, 4 fights compared to 3. It's just, it's tough, right? So, the reason it's so hard is, like, you know, these first turns where, like, you know, we have Baby on rotation who lowers attack. All right, Baby's not going to be able to lower attack on this rotation. You know, shit like that is just very annoying. Remember that Baby does get stronger, by the way, if there's a pure Saiyan, and then he also gets another buff if there's a hybrid Saiyan. So this second stage right here for Baby's going to be hitting really, really hard. Most of the time, too, as you guys see, I just don't even worry about super attacking with AGL Gold and Frieza. It's just, you know, don't even worry about it. We did get pretty bad luck in that we couldn't super attack with Super 17. Super 17 does greatly raise his defense on super attack, so it's uber important that he super attacks to get that extra defense, but he still does have that damage reduction that progressively gets better and better as he gets hit, right? His damage reduction, Super 17, can cap out at 70% after he gets hit. What does he have to get hit, like 6 times or something like that? He has to get hit a bunch of times, but he's able to get up to 70% damage reduction, which is really good, right? 70% with his defense, which can easily touch way over 100k, especially when he greatly raises defense. It makes him just very strong, right? Super 17 is great, and especially on rotation with Rildo, because Rildo giving the 50% defense, then Rildo we're able to get a ton of orbs so we can heal. Like, Rildo is just so important to this run. Now, this honestly maybe would have taken like 10 attempts or something like that if I just was able to constantly use like if my friends list was just filled with Super 17s, like this would have been easy, right? But again, it takes, I don't know, it took me like an hour to find like Super 17 friends. Like I did make attempts, right? I had a couple of attempts get very, very, very close running a double Android 13 team. The reason is because Android 13, full Link level 10 on his own team, is pushing over 200k defense. Because he's a big bad bosses unit. So, like, it just gets... Android 13 is just insane, right? The only thing is that Android 13 is not capable of really guarding against super attacks well. But, I mean, still, over 200k defense is very good, right? And Super 17 does also have a medium chance to stun on his super attack. But the issue is that, like, you're, like, 1 unit shy on that Android 13 team, which makes it pretty tough. And, you know, you want to use Metal Cooler and Baby on that team. So, quite, like, it just turns into, like, Metal Cooler and Baby transforming over and over as soon as you take a little bit of damage, right? Because the healing, it's tough to heal with that team compared to, like, this team we're rocking right here. Rildo is supplying so many AGL orbs that we're just constantly healing, right? And then if Vegeta and Nappa get their exchange off, we're then healing as well right there. So, like, there is just a lot of options. And there's other options on Extreme AGL we could have rocked too. Like, you know, there is the AGL Final Form Frieza, who, funny enough, I have, like, full level 10, 9, and 8 links just from when I was leveling up other characters. I was using AGL Frieza sometimes. I guess I could have rocked him with this Golden Frieza. It definitely could have worked, right? Because, you know, he does have the chance to seal on his AoE. He can stun when there's only 1 enemy. So, like, that Final Form Frieza is good, right? But, again, I felt like this build would be strong. Obviously, something like AGL Zamasu is a potential candidate as well. I feel like AGL Zamasu, he's not going to be as good as Super 17, but he could certainly be okay. if you're running him on rotation with Rildo, right? If he gives Zamasu defensive support, he can sort of get the job done. But one issue with Zamasu, right, is that while he does have big bad bosses after he transforms, it's not till turn 3. And, I mean, turn 3, turn 4 is about the limit for Extreme Super Battle Road. It's very, very rare where we're pushing past turn 4, right? Although we are right here. But, I mean, this Goku and Gohan, they are tremendously powerful units, right? And plus, I do sort of stall a little bit sometimes because I am trying to see if I can at least get the exchange Vegeta to happen. Here, I don't think we get it to happen, which is fine. Android 13 actually transforms here. That's not common. Even among all these runs, I only had a few times where Android 13 even transforms. Obviously, he's tremendously powerful. He's a lot better. Oh, I think yeah, this takes me a while. Okay, so, again, I started to get real sweaty at this point with these runs, because it's like, I'm so nervous, because it's like, oh my god, like, I found a rainbowed Super 17, right? Like, a rainbow Super 17 friend. I have to make this run count. Like, I can't mess up, because it's going to take like an hour to find another Super 17. The only reason there's even Super 17 friends on the friends list is because he's still within a month old, right? So some people still have him set. Some people, I don't know, maybe that's their favorite character or whatever. So, like, it's just a situation where I'm just, like, very nervous, right? And it's like, I keep getting super unlucky. So, like, I'm pretty sure I reset the app on this turn. Like, I decided, like, you know what? I'm not really feeling this so much. Because, again, I need to make sure to really, really play this carefully, right? Another really good unit people might wonder why I'm not using is AGL Rose. The reason I'm not using AGL Rose, well, he is great, right? And, you know, for Infinite Dragon Ball History, Legendary Goku event, defensively, he will be more than fine. In Extreme Super Battle Road, he's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to take a shit ton of damage. Now, I know he does have big bad bosses, which is great, obviously. But that's not going to stop him from getting ass blasted the first couple hits he takes, right? Super 17 has probably what would be better defense than Rose and damage reduction, whereas Rose is just going to have defense. Like, you see, like, Super 17, you know, being around 100k defense with 40% damage reduction has taken 30k from normals. Rose is going to be taking, you know, 70k. Like, he's going to start taking, like he's going to start out at, like, 70k damage and then progressively move down. It's just not, it's just not, I don't know. Like, you could definitely, like, certainly you could no-item it with Rose on the team, right? But it's just, like, I felt like this build, like, this was the most confident build I had. The only unit I really wish I could have found a spot for was Metal Cooler. I also checked the friend here. A little weird. I don't really like the equipment on there. I mean, I assume whoever Super 17 that is, he just threw random stuff on there to have Super 17 be able to help. But, like, I mean, Super 17 doesn't have, like, so those, the Goku head symbols, that gives you extra healing per orb. So, like, think of, like, the AGL EZA Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. That's, like, pretty much, like, one of the best units in the game to put that on. Because, you know, as he gets a lot of same type orbs, he's going to get a lot of defense. Then he's healing, and then he's healing from his passive, right? So that's great. But, like, Super 17 is not one of these units that's going to get plus 200k defense, right? So that's another thing to remember, right? All right, so we get pretty unlucky here in that they both super attack before Super 17 does, which means they're going to do a lot more damage. Now, if you guys have noticed throughout the run, I've been trying to get AGL orbs as quickly as possible because I want the Dokkan attack on this third fight right here. I reset right there because I missed one of the nodes. I was just like, no, there's just no way. I have to hit every single one of these nodes right here because I need this Dokkan attack to do maximum damage. The good news, though, is that we did get lucky enough that Super 17, does he have his full passive built? What does he need, 6 hits? How many hits is this? Also notice Vegeta does more damage right here, I think. Like, when we reset it, he did more damage to us. What is that, 3? This is 4. So I don't think Super 17 is fully built up. Yeah, he still needs to get hit, I think, 2 more times. But he still got hit enough to where he's, you know, what, 2.68 million attack stat? Which is very solid for this Dokkan attack, right? So we should be able to nearly full heal. And then, of course, you know, this is a rotation with Rildo. Like, we got just the way this plays out was perfect, right? Because the way you start losing with Extreme AGL is like turn 1, we enter into the fight, and AGL Golden Frieza doesn't have his passive, and then he's just a sitting duck. AGL Golden Frieza takes 80k without his passive, which is why my AGL Golden Frieza has full dodge, right? And I honestly, I don't have any equipment on him, but I could have put dodge equipment on AGL Golden Frieza. I kind of wish I would have, now that I'm thinking about it, but I do have a lot of dodge equips left, but, you know, I'm very hesitant to use resources like that. Even the dodge equips, right? You never know what unit I might really want it for. And I felt like Extreme AGL is so powerful that I didn't really need to, like, bleed out every single, like you know, orb and stuff like that. Like, to me, the Goku family stage feels way harder than this. So, like, all the units I used for that, I had, like the best equipment I could. They're all link level 9 and 10, right? Whereas here, like, you know, a lot of these units, you know, I do have them link leveled, but it's not like full 10s, right? Like AGL Golden Frieza is like full 5s and 6. Again, I show all the details for every unit at the very end, right? I'm going to start doing that with these no item runs. That way, I feel like people can understand, like, you know, like what I was going for with certain builds and shit like that. I guess one thing to consider is that for global, obviously, because the equipment system is brand new on global, you know, JP, we've had it since January, right? So obviously I've had much more time to build up good equips, especially, you know, we've had, what, 5 chain battles or something like that? The only thing is, I've had pretty bad luck with chain battle. So, like, I don't have, like, tons of level 5 crits and level 5 additionals for gold and shit like that. I've had some pretty good silver luck, right? Like, I do have, like, a level 5 crit for AGL Vegito. I do actually have another level 5 AGL silver equip. A crit, but it's just sitting in my box. I'm not using it right now yet. I'm probably gonna put it to some Super AGL unit, because again, Super AGL is like, I think it's gonna be the hardest stage to no item. I mean, at the time I'm recording this, new stages for Extreme Super Battle Road were just announced. We don't know specifically what they are, but I presume Super AGL is probably the hardest. Although, if they redo the first 10 categories Super Battle Road stages, I don't think Shadow Dragon Saga or Fusion are going to be possible right away. But, I mean, we'll see. Alright, so what happened with these runs is I would get to this fight and just have the worst luck. This is, I think, the ideal. To me, this seems like the easiest of all the fights. Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo. I feel like the Family Kamehameha units are just way more powerful, and then the Super Saiyan 3 Goku plus all the other Saiyans, it's just it's way too hard. Goku plus all the Saiyans, it's really difficult. They just seem to super attack like crazy. This is, I think, like the second time I got this fight. The first time, turn 1, all 3 of these assholes super attacked me. Like, I couldn't prevent it, right? So, like, I died, and I was really, really mad. Now here I'm looking at this. This isn't a particularly great turn, honestly. The good news is that we are able to get Super 17 to attack before he gets hit, which means his defense is going to be way higher. He'll take way less damage. And we can have Rildo go in slot 1. So with Rildo in slot 1, we can make sure, we can guarantee that one of these 3 is not going to super attack. Again, I'm really sort of weighing my options. The other thing I think I want to do, right, that makes it difficult here is I want to always get Rildo as many orbs as possible, right? Because Rildo is 50% support. He gets 20% attack and defense per orb. Remember that 13 does have that stun chance. So it's like I'm considering trying to go for a stun with 13. I also maybe think like, okay, perhaps I could just try and save a lot of the AGL orbs for 13, because 13 does have good defense, right? I think my 13 might have a defense equip on as well. Yeah, he has a level 3 defense equip on. I just tossed something on him just for a small little buff, right? Because, again, healing many times throughout these runs, I would survive a turn with, like, 5,000 HP or something like that, right? Which, like, the difference is me having that level 3 defense equip and then healing that much HP or some shit like that, right? Alright, so this is the reason why we get the no-item run, right? I don't know, like, again, it feels like Extreme AGL doesn't need this type of luck, but Rildo does this. He triple dodges. Now, I think Rildo maybe would have taken 20k from the normals. 20k, something like that. He probably would have taken 200k from that super attack from Piccolo, though. So there we go. That's why we're able to no item. Because Rildo has level 3 dodge. Again, people love to say, level 3 dodge is so pointless. You're so stupid. You're so dumb. We need... this unit is doing 5 million damage. You stupid. We need an extra 3 crit. That's much better over the extra versatility of the unit potentially dodging. Like, I just... Like, at least understand where I'm coming from, right? After the Link level update, all of these dudes are pushing like 3 million attack stats. The extra 3 crit is not necessary. Giving a unit a chance to dodge, I'm telling y'all. I mean, sure, most people aren't trying to no item every single Super Battle Road stage like I am, right? Gotcha. But like, if you're struggling with getting through one of these stages for the first time, 3 dodge is gonna help. It just is. Like, I know it's only a 3% chance to dodge, but I mean, hey, the Goku family stage, I won because of 3 dodge, and now Extreme AGL, I won because of 3 dodge. Like, this is just within the last week. Like, again, Talon clowns on Twitter, and then I have 2 no item runs, like, back to back, that got no item because of 3 dodge. Like, there's a reason I give all my units 3 dodge. Now, people do go crazy, like, oh, but why did you put dodge on LR UI Goku? It's like, well, I mean, it is 2 separate chances. You know, UI Goku has his dodge chance from his passive, and he has his dodge chance from his hidden potential system. So you have no idea, you know, did UI Goku dodge that from his passive or his hidden potential system? You'll never know. For all we know, some of those dodges, when I had that amazing Representatives Universe 7 no item run, and UI Goku got like 7 dodges in a row to win for me, maybe 2 of those were hidden potential system dodges. We'll never know. We'll never know. So hey, that's why. And, the other unit people point up is Tech Khalifa. They say Khalifa has a 100% chance to dodge. Why would you put dodge on her? Well, it's a 100% chance to dodge when you're fighting Pure Saiyans and when you're fighting Universe Survival Arc. And then if you got a lot of, what is it, Universe 6 and Peppy Gals, I think? Let me just double check her. I think it's Universe 6 and Peppy Gals. She can get like up to like a 100% chance to dodge as well. Yeah, Universe 6 and Peppy Gals, yeah. But like, there's like, I'm not gonna always have like a full team of Universe 6 and Peppy Gals, right? Like, maybe I'm gonna use Tech Khalifa to no item, you know, Super Tech Extreme Super Battle Road. I'm not gonna have a full Peppy Gal Universe 6 team there. So like, that's where, you know, her having that dodge could help. You never know. You never know. But I mean, as you guys see, after that first turn where Rildo dodged the super attack, and then we were able to get the stun on Goku, like, we were good. Like, it's just like that was the no item run. Again, I found that this fight right here against these 3 is just far easier, because like it's always easier to face less opponents, because you have less chance to get super attacked, right? I think I found that 3 enemies is the golden, like, sort of number. Like, when it's just 2 enemies, they're so ultra powerful, but when it's 3, it's like they're strong, but like, you know, you could take down one of these guys in like 1 turn, right? And you know, you're not gonna potentially get super attacked 4 or 5 times like it happened if there's 5 enemies, right? So there are a lot of things to sort of factor in. But there we go. We got it done. Extreme AGL no item run. Now at this point, it's just, you know, slowly whittling Piccolo's health down. But like, even if Piccolo by some miracle would destroy us next turn, we're set up for Vegeta to come out and then give us the heal, right? So there's Extreme AGL done. Now at this point, I'm down to just 3 stages in Extreme Super Battle that I haven't no itemed. Super AGL, Super Tech, and Extreme Tech. 3 stages that are very tough. I feel like Super Tech is probably going to be the easiest of the 3. I might try and work on that next. There's a lot of options for Super Tech, right? You know, Ultimate Gohan, Jiren, Caulifla, you know, Gohan and Goten, Goku and Frieza. Like, you would just have a huge amount of very powerful units that potentially could really, really make things work well for Super Tech. So I'm definitely probably going to try that next. You also have, like, Icarus Kid Gohan, right? Like, he gets his heal going, and, like, you're good to go. You know, Tech Android 16 is a decent defensive unit. Like, Super Tech has options, despite the fact that you take as much damage in there as Super AGL. So we'll see. We will see how things go. All right, so we got the no item done. Again, now I just quickly show off all the details of all these units so you guys can see the link levels, equipment, builds, and stuff like that. Honestly, Super 17, if he's not full additional, I wish he was. Yeah, I went crit for him. I actually would rather he have full additional now, for that extra chance to double super attack, but it's whatever. Vegeta has full link levels, because obviously there's Vegeta and Nappa. Vegeta also has full link level 10, just in case you guys are curious. Notice how a lot of these units don't have gold and silver equips on them, because I just don't have enough, right, for all the units I want to use stuff on. Here's Baby. Again, you know, not even at level 10 Big Bad Bosses, but the only other unit that has Big Bad Bosses on the team is Android 13. There's 13 only at 4s and 5s. Definitely could have gotten higher with him. And then finally, Rildo, level 3 dodge. Haha! I told y'all. I told y'all about that level 3 dodge, man. I did.